Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and Cream, Cream and Muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, muggles.
Accidental rib job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11? I don't care.
Oh, we're rolling.
We are now.
Oh, that was like the TV, Poland TV.
Oh,
when I said, is this live, just as it went live.
And it was live. We are back. Welcome to another episode. Is that what they're called?
We're living a Trump world now.
Oh, God.
Thank God America's great again.
Oh, well done, America. Well done, isn't it? Yeah. It's Muggins and Cream, back on the air.
I'm Muggins.
In the I'm Cream. We're in the post-apocalyptic world of the Donald Trump vote.
It's dystopian. Look out the window, you'll see nuclear fallout.
Did you say dystopian?
Dystopian.
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 Utopian.
Dystopian.
Dystopian.
Not dystopian.
No, utopian. What am I talking about? Utopian world. So if you look out the window, you'll see all the ash from the nuclear fallout and stuff like that. Oh, and it's snowing.
Right, so we're in Latvia, where we're in Riga, and it's snowing. So Trump would love this because it's all white. Boom. First joke of the podcast. Straight out of the gates.
But don't worry, guys. You're in your safe place. You've got your headphones on, Muggins and Cream in your ears, and you're cooking your dinner with the speakers on. However you choose to intake this, that's where you are now. You don't have to worry about the world.
He's not going to do anything, though.
Nah, I don't think so.
Like, it's this idea that he's going to do all the... Like, it all has to go through
There ain't going to be a wall.
Yeah,
no. There's not going to be, like...
There's going to be nothing.
Like, I think the only person that's shitting himself more than the public is Donald Trump, because his bluff's been called.
Aye. I think he will bring a few things back. Like, he's definitely bad for the LGBT and all the other letters community. Like, he's revoking a lot of the stuff that Obama pushed through.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Can we talk about, LGBT?
Mm-hmm.
You know the B?
Yeah.
That means bisexual.
I think so.
Are they not in a good place?
Hmm?
Is that not a I would fucking love to be bi.
Why?
Do you have to... Because I get, like, gay people have to fight for their rights and everything, but bisexual...
Fight for the rights to party, yeah.
But bisexual just seems like a fucking golden ticket. Like, the way I feel about pussy, I'd love to feel that way about dick. I would fuck it. I would...
Yeah, but I think it
would be amazing.
But that's also because you are arguably you're arguably a liberal person, so that you don't give a fuck.
But the G's got the bit of the B covered. The bit that you have to fight for your rights for, and bisexual, the gay part's covered you. Or is it about the label that don't like to be labelled as gay?
They're not because they're bi. They're sort of sexually fluid. They like both, and it's
fucking legends. That's like a life hack.
Yeah, I would love to be. If I could take a pill to love dick.
I'm physically disgusted by cock.
Yeah, well, mainly just because you have to see yours. Mine's just fucking glorious. I reckon I could turn you.
Nah.
It's like a beacon.
It looks like you've got a constant semi on when you walk around in your boxers.
Yeah.
You just look like you've got a semi-lob on. Can you embarrassing? You just think, well,
yes, having a large dick is embarrassing.
You just think, but it looks like you're waltzing around with a fucking semi-lob on. Fuck, like you got a banana in your pants. Like, it generally does look like you've
Maybe I'm just happy to see you. Maybe I'm just happy to see you.
Like, if you get a hard on, you go lightheaded. You got a cartoon dick. Like I wouldn't.
It is cartoon. Like if I'm naked and I get an erection, it's like Sideshow Bob standing on a rake. I could give myself several black eyes.
Like I reckon I'd take a little bit of a bigger cock. Not take it, like own one.
Yeah.
Own
one.
Like have it.
Right, okay.
I think I'd like to have a bigger cock, but like I feel like what happened, like if my cock started growing, right?
Yeah.
I would go when, like. It's as if that happened to you, but you went, when? When? Stop, oh, what am I going to do with this? Fucking carry it around in a wheelbarrow. Fucking... So yeah, I don't have penis envy with you.
No, well, the worst thing is the condoms. I've got to buy those online. Like, they sound like you've got to print out a little sad fucking, like, paper tape measure.
Oh, that's a dangerous game. You put your cock on the paper. Put your chicken skin fucking ball bag right on the fucking. You put your old man's chin on the.
I'm 26. This doesn't look like an old man's chin yet.
What, your balls? Your ball sack?
It's still it's not dropped yet.
Fuck, my pals look like an old man's chin when I was about 6.
Well, the fact that they're always rested.
Because it's big at me cock.
It's got loads of dribble on it.
Birds drool. Only little 6-year-olds. It's going around getting blizzards.
Yeah.
So you measure your cock and then you send away for...
Because you gotta get hard. It's because you're not measuring a soft one for a condom.
Oh, yeah.
So, the first time I had to get it, you get it hard.
So you had to get 2 bits of paper? You had to get A3?
Wrapping paper.
You got to the print shop to get an A3 print of a measurement. Hey, why don't you just measure it?
What?
Why do you print out a tape measure?
Because it's not. They don't measure it in inches and stuff. It's like it's letters for the width, and then
you wrap the paper around your dick.
Yeah, you got to measure the width because it's the
Like
girth
that.
as well as the problem. Because that's normally my problem with baby condoms or normal condoms, as you call them. Is like I've already got trouble keeping the blood going down there. But when
Stop pointing at your dick when you're talking. I keep looking at it. Put it away.
Because it cuts off the circulation, so it's just So for years when I was like 19, 20, I thought I had erectile dysfunction. Like I was like just because I couldn't stay hard, it was fucking terrifying for me. I was like, I'm 20 and I can't keep a fucking hard on.
Is it like you're in a G machine and you have to like pump blood to your head to stay awake?
Every time a hot girl walks past, just
strap to your leg and you start goose stepping.
I accidentally kicked a baby over a fence.
What are you doing? You're getting hard around a baby.
No, his mum was hot. Yeah, saved it. She was walking a dog. What do we...
So where have we been? We went to Estonia for the last couple of days, and holy fuck, Estonia were turning up in droves. Turning up in
was
like...
it 600 in...
600 in Tallinn, and then we went to Tartu last night, where there was an extra 200. So that's 800 people in Estonia. And Estonia has a population of 1,300,000 and some odd number. But 1.3 million is the specific point that I'm trying to make. And,
I mean, it probably changed since you last checked.
Yeah, a couple of suicides since Trump vote got in. And that works out as a ratio. It would be like getting 40,000 people in.
In the UK?
Getting 800 in Estonia is the same ratio as getting 40,000 in the UK.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, all haters that doubted me. I'm big in Estonia. Suck it, cunts. And they're fucking sick crowds out here too.
Yeah, and man, they got me fucking wasted last night. They bought me these shots called Sparta.
Oh, last night. So yeah, we're out with a bunch of comics. Guy Ari Mathiasen, is that what you say his name?
Ari foreign name.
Yeah, Ari something
Mathias.
Baltic. He's a Estonian comic, proper sound cunt, one of the legends.
And
nothing muggly about him.
Has a Wikipedia knowledge of UFC.
Yeah.
And jokes to go with it as well. Like he's fucking.
So we were out with him, and they bought some shots called Sparta, which are essentially it's a mixture of absinthe, fucking petrol.
I'll tell you what it was absinthe. And have you heard of straw? S-T-R-O-H. Straw. I don't know where it's from, but fuck me. I had a shot of it before when I was in Morbith. On the drink, you could get it in the bank. Little bit of knowledge of.
It was like a proper mix of this. It was 80% altogether.
Yeah, absinthe, tequila, and straw in a double shot.
The second it hit my mouth, I spat it back out like it was like my mouth was on fucking fire.
Yeah, it was like cleaning agent.
Oh, it was horrific.
And they were giving you grief for not taking the shot, and I just fucking steamroll it in and fucking took yours as well. And then I spewed on the pub floor.
Right beside me. Literally, you went...
It wasn't an immediate spew either. It was like a time bomb. It was about 30, 40 minutes later.
And you were like, I need you to make a distraction. And I'm like, why? And then you just put your head down beside my fucking knee and just spewed fucking everywhere.
Yeah, Lewis snitched on us as well. Lewis tagged me into a Facebook post to the pub.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What a
snitch.
What a
fucking snake in the grass. After putting on such beautiful shows with fucking hundreds of people and then fucking rats us out like that.
We had a fucking hotel room with a sauna in it.
Holy shit, like, so we did.
Like, sometimes like, the gay rumors with us get stronger because, like, the second I saw that sauna, I'm like, wow. Me and the boy are having a sauna.
You were like, what room are you in? You weren't like, come to my room, you were like, what room are you in? And I told you, and then you come in, looked in my bathroom, and then dragged us to yours.
Yeah,
I just went, I'll get my shorts, and ran back. And then we just kissed. Didn't even turn the sauna on. Nice little cosy room. was fucking hardly any room left because he was fucking massive cock filling the fucking, just like pressed up against the window, my face mushed against the sauna door window.
So is your penis small or is it like average size?
That's cute. That's cute, like a little training cock.
Natalie, that's raining.
Little training cock, starter cock.
Natalie punches its cheek.
You know what, right? It's like, it's not noteworthy. I mean, there's times when I'm on coke where I wouldn't show anyone. Right, where it's like an outie belly button. Right? So it does have its moments where I'm like, oh, well, man, we're meant to be friends. But you know, it's alright, I'll have a shower at football. I don't mind it. You know, no one's going to look twice. No one's going to, what the fuck's that? I mean, probably ginger bush to look at, but I trim that
You got
back.
ginger bush?
It's getting less ginger.
Aye.
It's getting like my hair, so I'm getting cured. But I normally cut that back. Just to make it an extra centimetre. But it's like girls would consider anal, you know, like they wouldn't write it off.
They wouldn't balk.
Like they're probably like Jenna Jameson would probably go with you and go, "No, I didn't do that. I'm a lady."
Sit down on a stool and lose it.
But sometimes when I'm having sex with Natalie, I can feel her finger going in as well. Just to give it. I just pretend I don't notice.
At least you hope it's our finger. And not that guy just come back to find out where your bathroom is.
I just probably crack on. I nearly got into a fight last night because he...
Oh, yeah. So we were walking down the street. You were already pretty drunk at this point, and it was snowing in Estonia. And if you don't know me, I'm a massive child. I love the snow. It's my favourite thing. I was sliding on my feet.
He was doing skids.
I was doing skids. I was making cool noises. I was getting all the birds. And then, yeah, we were walking down the street, and there was like these really like tall benches with tall backs that you could hide behind. So Kai's the last in, and he doesn't see me just hiding a doorway.
I was just walking along chatting to Marion, the promoter, and just like fucking a few feet behind the rest of the group.
Yeah. And then like 20 feet behind us is a group of 3 Estonians, 2 guys and 1 girl. So I make a snowball, I throw it, gets you right on the back of the head, and I hide down. You turn around, and I'm just doing this because I assumed you would know I was hiding. And then you turn around, I was just like, oh, because they were laughing because they'd seen me throw the snowball.
And I was like eyeballing them, and I was just like, all right, they're messing around. Like, that's something like someone in our group could do when we're acting like dicks, right? Yeah. So, like, I had my headphones around my shoulders. Like I do. My backpack. Stretching them out. I had my headphones around my neck, and I was like, it would have been a different story if it had fucking spaffed me headphones.
Aye. And then
I kept on walking.
And then I ran to the next one, made another snowball, threw the one, that one hit you in the back, and then you start to get a little
chest come out. I puffed my chest up, my shoulders were out, my fucking peacock feathers were out. And I just stood fucking eyeballing them as they walked up. I was like, you don't even know me.
They're still laughing because they know it's me. They're not aware that they're about to get into a fight that I've started. Yeah. So I'm laughing away because I'm like, I can hear you getting annoyed.
What did I shout? Did I shout you don't even know me?
I'm like, you don't even know me? What are you doing?
You don't even know me? Because I thought it was a fucking bold move because, like, I mean, I was in a mellow mood, but I could be a fucking psychopath, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, just
I could hear
take a punt on it.
And the second one, I could hear you getting more and more riled up, and I'm like, if I throw one more, he might get into a fight. But also, that's a better story. So I ran behind the net, went through that one, and it didn't hit you, but it skimmed past your ear. And that was when I saw you take one step towards him, and I jumped out. I was like, no, it's me, it's me.
Yeah, I fucking reached for my watch. Started taking my watch off. Because that's the thing with people like that as well. I've got a really bad habit of calling people's bluff. If they're like, if anybody that says what you're looking at or anything like that, anyone that does anything like aggressive, that they're doing the aggressive thing to make you back down.
Yeah,
that is normally when I'll fucking throw a punch in because I'll be like, you weren't expecting this at all.
Wasn't it that time that you fucking Spartan kicked the guy in Newcastle?
I front kicked the guy in the chest in Newcastle after a stand kick. He'd been heckling during the gig, but he wasn't a bad heckler. He was just enjoying the show a little bit too much, you know, like throughout everyone. Disruptive, right? So he wasn't a bad egg. He offered to buy a pint afterwards, but I said no to the drink because I didn't want to spend time with him. Like I was just like, you kind of ruined the show a little bit. You don't realise you're doing it. And then we ended up back at the hotel, and we're in the lobby, not the lobby, the smoking area outside the patio. In the beer garden. Right. And I was there with 2 other comedians, Keir McAllister and Kevin Gilday. And this guy ended up in the beer garden, and he's having a drink with his missus, right? And then he ended up having a fallout with his missus. His missus went to bed, and he stayed, but he wasn't bothering us any, right? And then this crazy fucking chick come out and started like trying to start arguments with us and just like shouting on, and it was just a fucking full moon day for Bellends, right? And I went to the bathroom, and when I come back, this girl kicked off at Kevin Gilday and stormed out, and then Kevin Gilday shouted something as she left, right? And then this boy who'd been heckling took it upon himself to defend the honour of the crazy girl, and I didn't even know what had happened. So he's fucking yap, chatting away to fucking Kevin Gilday, and Keir McAllister gets up to try and pacify him and everything. And then I just started taking my coat off, thinking I'm going to end up getting in a fight in a minute, and he spotted me taking my coat off. So he kind of like lurched towards me, and I front kicked the cunt in the chest and knocked his fucking chops off. I kicked him, big fat guy as well, because like I didn't want him to clinch up. I didn't want to end up wrestling with a guy because he would have flattened us. So I just put him at.
Did he threaten you with a bottle at one point?
Oh, when Kias first stood up, like he grabbed the bottle like overhand by the neck, but like didn't really do anything with it. He was just like. He didn't know if he was going to be getting into a fight himself then, you know. So he kind of grabbed the bottle. And that was when I was like, oh, fuck, this guy's... He's on the edge. He's on the edge of snapping. He's fucked his night up. He's fucked up the comedy. He's fucked up his girlfriend's evening. And now he's just in self-destruct mode. He's going to fuck it up for himself. So I started taking my coat off in case Kia was in trouble. And then that happened. Front kick him in the chest. It was a great move. I've never opened with a front kick before.
I've always said that, because a lot of people listening to this podcast could assume that you're a violent person. I will vouch for you and say it. As I've always said, you are a scummy Batman. You'll never get into you'll never start a fight. You'll finish them. Like it's you do not. Your thing is like you'll never fight someone just for the sake of fighting. But your attitude is very much if you're being a dick, your attitude is if you're being a dick, you've obviously never had that attitude corrected. Yeah, I'll be the one to correct
behaviour correction. And fuck, man, I've had my behaviour corrected. I've been a dick in the past, like especially when I'm like younger and a teenager and shit like that. And
you get your head kicked in, and then you
it
learn.
humbles you. It's fucking really good for you, I think, sometimes. And but my brother Gav, he had a word with us one time because I was on a spate of like fucking just chinning Bellends.
Yeah.
I was just like on a fucking mission. Like I felt like everyone that was a dick just needed to get it.
Yeah.
And Gav just put his arm around us one day and just went, "You can't beat up everybody that's a cunt because there's too many cunts."
Yeah, and then you knocked him out.
One less.
Right. Should we go into? I think we should open with our new game. Obviously, you and I tour together.
But after this game, we might not be talking to each other for the remainder of the podcast, and it might just be 30 minutes of silent treatment.
One thing me and Kev noticed is, and this happens a lot, you and I, when we argue, at no point when you and I are arguing are we not friends. Like, but we will shout at each other, we'll point, and we get very passionate. But at no point.
I had to explain to people last night because we were arguing about a point.
Yeah,
and I was having so much fun arguing with you.
Yeah, because I really enjoy arguing with you because neither of us back down and both of us make very good points. And also, there's that thing of honour with us whenever we're in an argument is the first one to make the other one laugh. Even if your point's wrong, you win.
Yeah.
Like if you make the other person crack a fucking smile.
But I could see that some of the Estonian comedians and the guys that were hanging out with were concerned. They were misjudging it a little bit.
And that makes it more awkward because they're like, guys, calm down. And we're like, no, this is like, when people say the words calm down, you're like, my only reaction is to get angry because I'm like, we're not angry. But saying I'm not angry while shouting it.
I just wanted to go, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm sorry that whenever you fight, you get all sensitive. Yeah. But this game is essentially, it's called...
Well, that's between us, but I feel like that when I argue with most people, I don't feel like there's an awkwardness or like tension if I argue with...
Yeah, because I'll argue with people, because I think it's also, I'm very willing to admit when I'm wrong. Like, I'll go, yeah, all right, you fucking prove me wrong, whatever. I think people take it personally.
I can't imagine ever having an argument, even one that I'm losing, where I'd storm out in a huff.
Yeah.
Just like,
I'm not talking to you anymore. So we got this game, because we toured together, we do have little gripes about each other, but we thought we'd do it in a nice way. This is like a couples therapy thing. It's called I Love You But. And we start off to say, I love you, but, and then something annoying that you do that you might not be aware that you do, and then a punishment that we have, and we can discuss each other's annoying qualities.
So we've, this game stemmed from, I annoy Daniel all the time by saying, are we in the same seat every time we get on a plane, every flight. I don't even like saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just committed to it.
Yeah,
I'm fully committed to the bit. Sometimes I'm just like, are we in the same seat? I don't want to say it.
It's the same thing with me in the car. Like, anytime you're about to get into the car, I will move over to that side of the seat and make you walk around the car twice.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
So I'll go to get in the door, he's in the window. One time I went to get in the front of the taxi, he climbed through the front.
Taxi driver wasn't happy, but I was very happy to the commitment to that bit. Shall I go first?
Yes.
Right. I love you, but if you explain our in-jokes in a horrifically unfunny, non-linear, drawn-out way to someone else again, I will skull-fuck your head until you look like a pest dispenser. Like, it's the most... It happens every day.
I do that to annoy you, though. I don't think I did initially. I think I was just trying to make people privy to what we were talking about.
You and I, and this podcast is proof of it, you and I, when we're on tour, Gene always says we come back with like a secret language. Because there's so many in-jokes and they get shorter and shorter and shorter, and we just know the trigger words that will make someone else laugh. Yeah. Now, it's easy to explain those jokes to Jane because she'll be around us and hears. But sometimes I'll say something, someone will be having a conversation, and then I'll just do a little joke to you, just a little joke off to the side. You'll laugh, we'll both laugh. Nobody wants to know what it is. And then it's like a 5-minute explanation.
Full backstory. When I was a young boy, I remember the first time I met Daniel. So when he says this means that.
Oh, and it's just, and the whole time I'm just like...
And any explained joke's not funny.
Yeah.
Who had the quote that I'm going to misquote right now about a joke is like a frog, if you dissect it, it dies?
Oh, I think it's just a very old joke and old comedy saying. Yeah. So, yeah, that's
if you dissect it, you learn more about it, but it still dies.
No, it still dies.
Yeah, but you learn more about it's the important part of that's what I misquoted. Yeah. I knew I was going to misquote it.
And so that's my first gripe about you.
Yeah, so you guys are very lucky that you're all in on all the in-jokes now.
Right,
what's your avid listeners?
What's your first gripe?
I mean, Daniel, I love you, but if you keep walking when I stop to tie my shoelaces again, I'm going to publicly humiliate you by loudly pretending to break up with you as you walk away. I'm going to shout, fucking can't believe you went with that bitch. That whore. And a woman. As you fucking walk off, because honest to God, like, I'll just, 2 seconds, mate, and I'll go down, do my lace. And then I've either got to walk behind you like an oppressed Muslim wife. I'll come fucking skipping after you like a fucking...
Nobody tells you to skip, you can just run.
No, I have to skip. Don't want me laces to come loose over there.
Like, I would wait for you if it happened once a day. But every 5 meters, I'm going to buy you Velcro shoes. That's not my problem if you can't keep them fucking tied.
Honestly, though, I don't know what it is. If I tie them once, to untie. But if I do a double knot...
You can't get them off. I've just sleep your shoes off.
I've fucking got them off for days. Days and days go by. It's a new moon by the time I've got them off.
I do. I'll give you that. I'm a very impatient person.
And you do it as well when, say if I like drive you somewhere in the UK tour, like I'll pull up at the destination... And you will just get out the car and then just walk towards where we're going. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I've got to get my bag out the boot and like shut the car and everything, lock the car. And I'm just like, what have I got to catch up with you now?
Yeah.
Just spend time apart. I just miss you. I really miss you. I can see you literally feet away.
But I can't smell you.
But I'm alone.
He's walking away. Alone. He's got abandonment issues. You're worried that I'm just going to walk out. One day I'm just going to keep walking and not look back.
Oh, I've got an in-joke to explain. Oh. Remember when we were on mushrooms at Glastonbury Festival? And I was in the...
It wasn't just, but there was acid as well, I think, and weed.
PCB and coke. Pills. And pills.
Yeah.
That was a suicide attempt.
Yeah, we were legends.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So you put your wellies on because it was raining as fuck, and I was in the caravan still, and you just walked off, and I didn't have my wellies, and I just watched you walking away, and you looked back at us like longingly, and I went, "Is this it?
It's goodbye forever." Oh, the pain in your voice was genuinely heartbreaking.
Is this it?
This is goodbye. No Christmas cards, nothing. Right. I love you, but if you continue to announce your level of hunger out loud as if it's anyone else's problem apart from your own, I'm going to slap every sandwich out of your hand for the rest of your sandwichless life.
I'm hungry now, actually.
The thing is... Like,
I am a little bit hungry.
I'm hungry too, but that's the thing. You say, shall we go get some food? I've got zero problem with you being like, shall we go get some dinner? But you're like a toddler, and there'll just be points in cars and on trains and in airports and law because you go... I'm hungry. As if it's anyone else's problem.
Like I'm a fucking Furby.
Oh, it's like a Tamagotchi. I'm hungry. Get food then. You're an adult.
Well, I'm just giving you information so that if you're hungry too, we can maybe scan for a little bit of breakfast. You know?
But say, shall we get some food? I've got zero problem with you inviting me for dinner. Invite me.
But you don't want to know about my pains and my struggles.
No, I
You
don't.
want to be supportive.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, well, I'm not going to tell you that I'm a little bit tired either.
Good. Perfect.
You're never going to find out I'm hungover.
This is like this. You thinking your punishment and that is like when kids are being dicks and they go to their mum. Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. His mum's gonna be like, oh no, oh please keep this going. All right, what's your next one?
I don't have any, actually.
Oh, do you remember that time? That was awful.
Oh, this was great.
This was brutal. So this game actually stems from a while ago. My other flatmate is a comedian called Matthew Ellis, plays a character called Jellybean Martinez. Very funny, but a little bit damaged, let's say.
Yeah, he's damaged good. Such a fucking cool guy.
He's
Such a funny
cool guy,
dude.
but he's very sensitive and he's a
sexy.
sweetheart. Oh, he's dead hot. I'd fuck him. He's a proper sweetheart. Like he's really a golden-hearted child. And his old flab, it was a guy called Greg, who's just this very fucking funny, thick. If you think my Scottish accent is thick, which
Yeah,
you
he's so
really
Scottish,
should.
and he's got the loudest laugh. It's fucking great when you're just like riffing, having a bit of banter with the
But
group,
if
and
it's
he's like
6
laughing.
a.m. outside,
6 a.m. and you've got neighbours. You're like, oh, that laugh needs a fucking.
yeah, shut that the fuck up. So they'd lived together for like 3 years, and we were like, it's healthy to gripe about things. So what you know what you do that annoys each other.
Yeah,
So
because we had our passive aggressive whiteboard.
Yeah. So we complain about each other all the time, and it's nice to get it off your chest, but also know that you're annoying someone. So then you know whether to do it just to annoy them or rein it in whenever they're a little bit stressed. We made them each write out 5 things they hated about living with each other, and Greg wrote 5, and he was very like, Ellis, I love you, but this and this and this. And then Ellis just was like, oh, I think you're really sweet. I like how you sometimes make me cereal in the morning.
It was all nice things.
Greg said 5 horrific things. And then,
Yeah, it was like really like the stuff Greg wrote was really like ingrained. These have been bugging me for years.
I finally got
I feel liberated getting them off my chest. Yeah, it was like I like that you make me a cup of tea in the morning.
You always know when I want milk and when I don't.
Well, it seems like, however awkward that was, it seems like Greg was an amazing flatmate and Ellis was a
shite
flatmate. So then what they got there was the fucking just desserts, wasn't it? They got what they deserved.
Right.
Greg deserved praise, he made cereal. Ellis deserved fucking grief because he left fucking dog hair in the fucking sink somehow. It was something like that, wasn't it? Even hair in the plug holes.
He sings in the shower and he does vocal warm-ups around the house, which is always weird. We think the house is haunted sometimes.
Oh man, like in the build-up to the Fringe, because I had previews before the Fringe in Scotland. I had like a week at your house with Ellis in the house. I could hear him practicing his show over and over and over again every hour, every day.
Because he's meticulous.
So meticulous. It made me feel bad. I was like, am I not making an effort?
I thought it's just
am I not trying?
It's the 2 types of not necessarily just 2 types of comedians, but I do know there are those that get stressed and they're worried. Whereas you and I, you could tell me right now that I'm on stage in 30 seconds, nothing crosses my mind. I'll go on stage and I'll do the fucking show.
I just lick my finger and do my eyebrows and then get up there.
Is that you fucking drawing them on? Right, what's your next one?
My next one is if you just...
Hey guys, let's start with I love you.
I love you, but if you tell me I have to tell you I love you again. I love you, but if you just all nonchalantly turn up wearing my clothes again, I'm going to go onto your phone settings and change the language to Japanese so they have to work out how to change it back. You just rock up in me gear. I think it's gone. I'm like, oh, well, I must have left that at a hotel.
Is this yours?
Aye, that's my fucking birthday present off Natalie.
Are these your underwear?
Yes. You're me, it's me. Hi. Oh, fuck. Just been tired of myself.
I've always been a very firm believer, because this used to happen a lot when I lived with my parents and I had friends stay over. My rule is, if your clothes are in my house for more than 2 days and I've washed
I live with you.
No, you're not anymore.
That's been missing since I lived with you. The minute I moved out.
Like, if it's in my cupboard, I'm wearing it. I don't put your stuff in my cupboard, clearly.
Who does?
Jean, probably.
Bitch.
She's working for me.
Who the fuck is that? Who does that? Oh, wait, Gene, if you're listening, why don't you just put some of my money in his wallet as well?
Because there's not a lot of that, and I don't need it.
I've been selling a lot of USBs, actually. I've got multiple currencies. I'm like a secret agent, the amount of different currencies I've got right now.
I need to take my jumper off, but I want you to wear it. This is because I'm hot. I'm not just rubbing it in your face that I'm wearing your shirt.
That's another thing. I would steal your clothes if you had any decent gear. That's a nice t-shirt. It's a good one.
Thanks.
Little safe scene on the front.
I think I broke the pocket.
Oh.
It's got a little hole up there.
It's got like a little shade pocket on. That's a different colour to the t-shirt itself. And I used to keep stuff in that, not anymore.
I love you, but if you don't learn how to roll a joint or a cigarette by yourself and continue to attempt to puppy dog eye me into submission with eyes that more resemble a sexually abused badger, I will stub every future cigarette out in your neck so Natalie thinks you're having an affair with a dominatrix. Like, every time, you'd be sitting there, I don't want to join, or I'm just fine up, stop smoking. I haven't smoked in like 8 months. We'll be sitting there and be like, can you roll me a cigarette? Or the other one is when you think you're being subtle, you're like a child, you be like, shall we have a joint? And what that means is, can you roll me a joint? And you know I'm weak. And you know.
But you know the thing is, like,
you can't roll a joint.
Fair enough if I need one for me, but if we're both having a joint,
yeah,
you don't want me to roll it.
No, absolutely.
I can't roll a joint, but I can fold the joint.
You fucking fold one.
I can fold the good
it's an origami one.
Yeah. And I mean, that if I need one, if there's no one there, I can knock one up. But fuck me, I'd rather someone else did it. I can't cook, you know.
You can cook. I taught you a little bit.
I know some bits, but you know, if someone else can cook it for us, I'm going to have a better meal. That's my point.
What's your final one?
But I've tried learning to roll a spliff, though. I sat with YouTube and fucking tried to do it. I just haven't got it in us. I've got 2 left thumbs.
2 left eyes.
2 left nipples. And a right one. That was my trash talk video for Gav. Said he had 2 left nipples. I don't know why. He does. And what am I doing? I love you, but if you refer to yourself as my boss again, I'm going to put in a grievance against you for sexual harassment, and I'm going to take you to an industrial tribunal. Call your bluff. Because if you're my boss, you're in trouble. You're in fucking deep trouble.
Why?
Fucking the way you treat us. Mistreatment. Where's my contract? Where's my contract? Because I want to go through some things with a fine-tooth comb.
It's my favourite. It's the most degraded thing to say on stage as well. Just shut up, I'm your boss.
I'm your boss.
I'm 7 years younger than you.
Fucking bollocks. I'm fucking allowing you to breathe. I'm your boss. Fucking, look, you're not bleeding. That's my doing. You're welcome. Oh, it's the worst. I can't wait for fucking the punch drunk gigs that we're doing.
No.
I'm your boss.
No, I'm still your boss there.
Nah.
Yeah.
I booked you.
So? I'm the talent cunt, I'm the boss. You're opening for me.
I'm paying you an employee.
Yeah, I'm bringing in the customers.
I would come anyway.
Nah. I'm the boss, man.
Fucking hate you.
Right, so enough about what annoys us about each other. What annoys us about muggles? Welcome to Muggle Corner. For those of you that don't know, I'm bored of explaining this every fucking week, but here we go. Muggles is a term that we use to describe people... Muggles, just muggly people. People that just
the sheep.
They're just sheep. They're nothing. They're pointless. They
haven't got any of their own systems and programs. They just use the borrow systems and programs.
Yeah,
plugins.
They're like knockoff toys of people. Like, you know, if you went round to like the corner shop, instead of being like a Spider-Man toy, be like Spider Toy. Yeah. These are people.
You know what I think though? I think there's more muggles than people.
Oh, absolutely.
I think like
Trump 1 proves there are more.
We are so lucky that we are surrounded by the people we're surrounded by. We're comedians, and not just comedians, but the audiences of comedy are still very underground. They're a very small percentage of the population that come to comedy, that listen to podcasts. So we've got a fucking audience of people that aren't muggles.
Yeah, we live in a very...
We all do muggly things.
A very shut off world. Yeah.
We live in a fucking bubble, man. Everybody that we come across.
Yeah. Everyone listening to this, you are in our bubble. But this is the thing. Everyone is capable of doing muggly things themselves. And our argument is, it doesn't make you a muggle. We all do it occasionally. You fuck up.
And we've got to make it clear, we don't hate people for being muggles.
No.
We don't hate muggles. There's some fucking really sweet people out there. Really lovely, kind, gentle people that are fucking muggles.
Yeah, just plain. So if you are guilty of any of the following things that we both agree on, you have to stand in the corner for 30 seconds, like the fucking muggle you are, and understand and admit to yourself that that was just a little bit muggly.
Should I go first on this one?
Muggins.
So this one, I was inspired. This happened last night by a non-muggle. Right, but I'm like, I've seen this before. It's very muggly. It's when people think they're above drinking games because they drink anyway. Like,
yeah.
I don't need a drinking game to be able to drink. You're like, if you opt out, if you don't want to play a drinking game,
Yeah,
it's like, we're going to have a little bit of fun, whether it's a card game, whether it's a fucking game of sevens, and it's just like a blast. You're trying to trip each other up, you're having a laugh. It's just something to, like, keep the party going a little bit. It's a good atmosphere to have a drinking game. If that's not your bag, don't play it, but don't fucking rise above it like a cunt.
Yeah, don't demean it. Don't be like, oh, I'm just, no.
And you drink anyway? All right, then there's your fucking 6 shots. Enjoy them over the next 30 minutes. It's what you would have been doing anyway.
Yeah, it's just like, it's, because they're like, I drink anyway. I'm like, I also drink during drinking games when it's not a punishment. Like, you can still drink.
Yeah.
You're just scared.
You're not told when to drink.
Oh, a little fucking scaredy
The
cat.
drinking isn't what the drinking game's about, really.
Nah.
You're just doing it for the team building.
No, just
a good little bit of
just morale.
getting everyone together. You're in a group of like 8 or 9 people, and there's like different conversations sparking out. No one's having a big debate, and then it draws everyone together, and then you can get back on.
And and it's just a quicker way to
It's a
get
good
the
social
drinking in.
vehicle.
Yeah, good. So they're
If you want to
fun.
sit on the outside of it and fucking drink at your own pace,
Alright.
then
Go do it. Yeah, go do it in
just
Muggle Corner.
Can't do it in the fucking bath on your own in cold water. Yeah, and then squeeze out the shit.
Oh, that was nearly a poo. That was very dangerous.
Did you have a
one to
little
I did.
A poop.
So
Poop means fart in my world.
Nah.
We
had a
I
massive
think we've got some listeners from Blythe,
we had
and
a
they will
massive-
agree that poop means fart.
We had a massive argument with this a while ago because Kai said I just pooped, and I was like, "That's disgusting." He's like, "Why? You pooped earlier." I'm like, "No, I didn't." And then Kai, he was like, "It's a Geordie thing. It's a Newcastle thing. Poop means fart." So we went on to Twitter, and it turns out that it's not a Newcastle thing. It's not even a Blythe thing. It's like
my
your
estate.
Yeah, your road thing.
Yeah.
It's just you people that think poop means fart. Just having a little poop in the bath.
No, that was me. I just pooped.
Everyone else, you just sound fucking like an old incontinent man.
Yeah.
Just pooping yourself willy-nilly.
Me and my brother used to fight. He would pin me down, poop in my face.
I totally agree. So if you belittle drinking games and you think you're above them, go drink in the corner like the sad little muggle you are, just alone with your wine, your spritzer, you fucking muggle. Right. Muggles try and fill up the car to a nice round number and get annoyed when it goes over.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking...
Oh, man, I used to do that so much. I felt so liberated when I was just like, whatever, I put £37.92 in.
Just like,
Give a fuck.
This is one where I will have none of your excuses. Like, I only had a tenner on me. You've got a card. You've got a fucking credit card.
Oh, you can tap the card now as well.
You can tap the card. For me, money, notes, I've always got in my wallet for when I go to a place that doesn't accept card. Otherwise, I'm paying by card all the fucking time. There's not a single petrol station on this goddamn planet that does not accept credit card. Fill up the fucking tank, right? Even look, I understand if you've got money problems, right, and you don't want to, you're like, or you share a car, I only want to fill it up with a tenner, and it gets to £10, and you're doing that little squeezing just at the end, like trigger happy, and then it goes to £10 and £2, and you go,
Put £20 in then.
oh yeah, might as well go hard or go home.
And then another muggly thing is to go, it's me OCD. You haven't got an OCD, you're just being a dick. You don't need to do that. You don't need it.
I do get a little bit fucked off now when people say I've got OCD.
Yeah.
OCD is a crippling affliction for a lot of people. Like, it's not as bad. But
Yeah, it gets banded around. It's like me doing something dumb and go, I think I'm a little bit Down syndrome.
Yeah.
No, you're not a little bit Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Don't fucking...
I coughed. I'm a little bit cancery today.
Yeah.
I sat down on a chair too quickly. I got a little bit raped. No, you stop belittling a horrific thing. Like OCD it's not wanting things to look the same. It's not making sure your pencils are sharpened to the thing. It's not being able to leave the fucking house because you've got to turn on the lights so many times. It's having to wash your hands in boiling water over it because you're terrified.
It's not a kooky little thing that you do for the penny. So, and a little fact that might not be true, but I'm going to say it confidently.
That it's not a fact.
I read it in a book.
Right.
About economy, economics. The reason that anything is 99p, like £1.99, is because people that worked at the cash register would
steal the money,
steal the money and not run it through the register.
Yeah.
Right. So if you say it's £1.99 and they hand you the £2, the customer has to stand there, so you have to ring it through the till to get the penny out the till and hand it to them. So the reason that something's 99 isn't to make you feel you're not that stupid that you're going to see £9.99 and go, oh, that's cheaper than a tenner.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, no one's that dumb. It's not for that. It's for people putting their hands in the till.
Yeah.
So why the fuck is petrol £1.19 a litre? Like, why don't they round that up? Why is that not?
Because if they round it up, it costs more.
But why is it always the 9? Like, it should be fluid all the way. It should be like one.
It's always a
1
9.
It's always 0.9 at the end. Why can't it be 0.7 or 0.2 or point? Like, they've kept it as a 9 to make it look cheaper when that's not the reason that you have a 99.
I don't know.
I think they've just fucked it. I think it's just a mistake in the world. It's a glitch.
If any of you muggles out there know the answer to that question, please do tweet us. Why is petrol always in 9s? So you agree if you try and round up, if you're trying to get a nice round number?
Yeah, because as well, like, say if you've got 20, if you've got like a £20 note and you're putting it at 20 because you've got the £20 note.
There's that little bucket of change as well, the little take and leave thing.
Yeah, and I bet you end up going in and buying yourself a fucking Snickers and a packet of Monster Munch as well. So it's not going to be a round number. What are you going to go around the shop and just play Tetris with?
I'll tell you what though, have you ever done a big shop and it comes to? I did a big shop once, right? Came to exactly £100, and oh mate,
really?
Like, I'm talking. It was probably like 30 or 40 items, and it was not intentional, and it came up 100, and even the cashier was like, "Oh, it was
you should get it for free,
man." That was a proper muggly moment of my life because everyone in the queue, we all went, it was like a life. I was so excited.
There'd be such a not knowing what to say or how to react, so you'd just be there, just making noises.
Man, I had a smile on my face for at least an hour. Right, went out, put my trolley back in, got my trolley token back, double win.
Yeah, trolley token. So you could have had £99 it would have been if you got your pound back.
Oh, it was great. Right, what's your next one?
It actually wouldn't have been £99. I made a huge mistake in my comment. My next Muggle Corner is, thank you to whoever put this on Twitter. I'm sorry I couldn't remember your Twitter handle, but it was from a listener that says anybody that announces their Facebook call and tells people that they made the cut.
Oh, as if, yeah.
Like... Oh, like, have I read one of them and thought, yay, yay, I get to see what this muggle's got to say.
It's never the interesting people. It's never, like... Yeah. I also do wonder how many times I haven't made the cut, because I would love to just be like, I haven't even noticed. I've probably been culled, and I've literally never noticed. That's how unimportant you... Like, this idea of, like, so guys, I've only got limited space for friends. And it's also, like... I don't do calls because one thing I do like about Facebook is I do have some friends that hold different opinions to me. Sometimes I find them interesting. So it's nice to hear the other fucking side of the argument. I'm not being like, oh, you voted for Brexit, so we're not friends anymore. And no, I mean, why did you vote for Brexit? Keep point, because I was against it. But I'm interested to find out why. Get other opinions. I am now more aware of like some shit that women go through. I've found like girls complaining about stuff that happens to them when they're like, this feels threatening, and I've been like, oh God, I've done that. Yeah. I didn't realise it was bad until you had it. That's what Facebook is. Like, it's social media. Get more opinions into your fucking head. When people disagree with you, you have a little cull like Hitler. I saw
a pro-Trump Facebook status today of one of my friends list who I don't know, because I just accept everyone. I'm a pro whore on that thing, and I saw it, and it was what was astonishing about it was the spelling was correct on everything. And I nearly commented on it, but I didn't want to be antagonistic or anything. But then I my instant reaction was to delete the guy. But then I thought, like, I'm just again sealing myself in this little bubble where I'm surrounded by people who are like-minded.
Yeah, it's that thing of like,
should I protect myself from that, or should I just be more?
Is that bit I say on stage, which is the reason why the left are going through a very big period of losing a lot of fucking big battles, is because it's this safe space thing. It's not listening to any outside things. It's not hearing other arguments. It's getting sensitive when you get into fucking arguments. Listen to fucking other people. Come up with better arguments. See, if I get beaten in an argument, I'm fucking livid, right? But you know what it makes me do? It makes me go away and come up with a better goddamn argument.
Strengthen your argument?
Straight more. Come back. Like, yeah.
What is an argument without opposition?
Yeah. It's fucking dictatorship. Nazis.
That's what you want.
Aye. Those are also.
So I sometimes have to call people because I need. I've reached the 5,000 limit, and I have to like let people in. So maybe it's people that were met at the gig. What others people that we hung out with, Estonian comics, and I want to accept them because I want to stay in touch, and it'll be cool next time I come back. But I need to delete people, so I need to have. I don't announce the call. I don't like, oh, you made the call. Yeah. But I go onto the EDL page and find out which of my
the English
friends.
Defence League.
the English Defence League page and find out which of my friends are in the English Defence League group, and I'll just like delete a couple of them because which is exactly what I was saying we shouldn't do. But,
no, but I think that's a little bit different. Like that's a little bit different because that's like the UKIP. That's the genuinely fucking racist parties. That is idiot. Like if
that's
you're
the far right,
idiot,
the people we've got to worry about.
Yeah, you are. Those people are dumb, and they are also doing the same in their own Facebook page. They've got their own little right wing Facebook.
Dumb and scared.
Yeah.
It's I kind of like I feel bad for them that they feel that way. It's got to be exhausting, but like I don't think they can be corrected. I don't think they can be educated. I think they're beyond help. Like. So yeah, they're gone. Like, but
also like they need to have an account. Like, it shows like a level of doubt that you have in yourself. Like, why not instead of having a fucking call for the people that disagree with you? Why not instead of belittling all the people that have different opinions? Like, I find it interesting when people share articles that I don't know. David Longley is a perfect example. David Longley, I disagree with him on a lot of things, but he shares very interesting articles from the other side with valid arguments and very interesting ones.
Sometimes I can't tell if he's being serious or if he's being satirical and joking and being dry, because he's got such a dry sense of humour anyway.
But why not post your arguments instead of being like, all Trump supporters are fucking idiots, everyone who voted to leave the EU is a fucking racist piece of shit? Why not be like, oh God, look what this has done, this is why I voted for this. Make these people read it, and then maybe you'll affect their opinion. Because I know for a fact I've changed a lot of my thoughts from stuff people have posted on Facebook, and had they gone through because I disagree with them, had they fucking had a cull of me, I never would have had those new fucking opinions.
Yeah.
You're not trying to change the world. You are hiding. You're doing what the left do. You're hiding yourself in a little bubble, and that's why we're always so shocked when Brexit happens. That's why we're always so shocked when Trump happens, because we're like, but everyone on Facebook agrees with me. Those aren't the polls, cunt.
Yeah. And I don't even think I'd be mad if I got called if I like saw a friend who I considered to be a close friend was no longer my friend on Facebook. I wouldn't even give a fuck.
Right.
I'm like, they probably just got bored of us like banging on about comedy.
Yeah.
You know, they probably just got bored of it. It doesn't mean we can't like get along and have a conversation when we see each other. He was just probably fucking sick of his plugging
shit. Aye.
Yeah. So if your colours like. Give a fuck.
If you're a Facebook colour, go do your next Facebook colour in the corner. Go do it in the corner, you little fucking muggle.
Have a call. Do it yourself. Do it for your thing. People don't even know that. What are you trying to achieve?
Muggles buy the VIP seats in cinemas.
Yes, because you can sit in them anyway.
Well, one, you can sit in them anyway, and two, it's a fucking big ass screen. Like, what you doing?
There's not much difference in the comfort.
There's not much difference. The exception will be like those really cool cinemas where it's like sofas and stuff, and they bring you food. Those ones, you're not a muggle.
Side table.
Oh, I love those.
Prosecco,
man, I went to see Fast and the Furious 7 in Australia with Ronnie Cheng, and it was in one of those fucking cinemas. It was me and Ronnie Cheng on a fucking couch while they brought us out gin and tonics and ciders. They made us a fucking pizza. Halfway through, Ronnie's just sitting there eating a fucking curry. I'm like, this is the tits. That VIP experience is cool, no muggle for you. I'm talking normal Odeon view,
Premier
cinema, premier seats.
What do they cost? An extra quid?
Like an extra £3 or something, because they're a bit leathery.
Oh man, it's the same muggles that buy the upgraded business class on like a fucking Air Estonia or something like that. You know, the one where there's just like I don't know, it's got like a headrest that says first class, and the seat's exactly the same, and there's no difference in the leg room.
Hold on, while we're on this, Cody, I know you're listening, and I know you're guilty of that. Get in the fucking corner.
Cody gets the pointless business class.
Cody doesn't pay for it because he's got so many air miles. He does some because the thing.
But surely it'd save them air miles until you could get like a fucking bed on a long haul flight.
No. But like he's a gold member, so he naturally just gets those seats anyway. But
member.
I think he's platinum now. Like, but the good thing about going to an airport with Cody, I've done it when we went to New Zealand. Going through an airport with a platinum member, fuck me, it's like being VIP. You get a different queue for the security. Like, mate.
Oh, so that seat's not about the seat?
Nah.
Oh,
man.
Now it makes sense. Now I'm jealous of those cunts.
There is a separate queue
for security.
For security.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Oh, with experts.
How do you find it?
You got to earn it. That's why you got to collect air miles, man.
Man, why are we collecting air miles?
I don't know. I don't think we are.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. Do you know how often we go to Australia and we've not been collecting those air miles? I go to America 5 times.
Does Molly not do it? I signed up for all of the things.
I think so.
Her
Maybe
the numbers.
she
Does she run them through? Because I haven't run them through.
Don't know.
Maybe you can backdate them.
Maybe.
I don't know, Marlena, if you're listening, will you get that done now?
Oh.
Stop what you're doing. Getting me air miles.
Oh man, going through with Cody, and you also get into like, you know how I've got that little business lounge card that I have to pay for.
Oh, I do love that. Hungover as fuck.
His one's better. If you get into the Virgin Lounge, Oh, fuck me. Wristies for days.
Honestly.
Well, no. It was a joke.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
Just going into Virgin Language with your fucking cock out,
So
your little sad cock.
I did a Dubai trip with Gina Yashere, and we were getting on the flight to Dubai, and we were looking left at the business lounge, and she said she'd done the same gig a number of years back with Michael McIntyre, and he looked and just went, one day I'd just love to turn left. And then turned right and went into the economy. And obviously, fucking he turns left everywhere he goes now.
Yeah.
But for the whole trip, we kept referring to things as turning left. So if you go, I'll have a gin and tonic, please. And they would like, do you want a single or a double? We'd go, do you want to turn left? I'll have a double.
Oh.
Right. So when we went up the Burj Khalifa, it was an extra bit of money to go to the extra top floor. So if you're going to go to the top of the tallest building in the world, you want to go up that last elevator. But it was a little bit more expensive.
Hey, baby, we've been having sex in the vagina for a while. You want to go left?
You want to turn left?
Aye. Spread them cheeks.
So yeah, I like referring to things like that as turning left. And I turn left. So we turn left in the business lounge.
Yeah, but if you that's different because that's like you've earned the thing. But VIP in the cinema, you didn't earn those seats. You paid extra for them to like sit in the middle. What, you think the sound's better there? You think everyone else can't hear the fucking movie, can't see it as well? Sat there, one row behind you, paying £3 less. I'm seeing over the top of your head. Yeah. I can see the same fucking movie.
Do you think you look like a baller?
Oh. Right,
so,
next one.
I don't know, maybe they are. I don't think they're more comfortable because I steal them all the time. I just go in and sit on them.
Right,
who sits in, if the cinema's not that busy, who like finds their seat?
They do come in at the start, so you got to wait until 5 minutes into the movie before you can switch over.
I must have took one look at us and thought, I'll not bother causing any trouble.
I don't want to get Spartan kicked in the chest.
Yeah. I don't know if this is maybe clutching at straws for one, but when people hold up an L with their finger to work out which way is left, do they fucking know where left is and they're just being kooky? They're just going...
both reasons. If they're doing it because they're kooky, muggle. I hate kooky people. Like, I think the worst thing to happen to my generation was Phoebe Buffay and Friends, which made being ignorant, being stupid, being dumb, ignoring logic, being quirky. Being quirky is the worst thing to be. Fuck you. Be normal, be rational. Like, and that, if they're doing that, you're a muggle. If you're quirky, you're a muggle. You're an absolute muggle because you've had to add fake personalities onto yourself because you're lacking such a one.
Which way is left? Yeah, you're like kind of bragging that you don't know which way left is. As if that's like look at you don't know left. Like,
you're a wacky cat.
If there's something in your brain, like some sort of dyslexia, that means you don't know left and you need to do that. Fucking just have a little subtle look at your hand.
Yeah.
Different, like, hold it out in front of you and then like gesture and get everyone's attention to see that you... Because as well, how do you not know what the left hemisphere...
There's only two directions.
How do you not know what the left hemisphere of your body is? You know your left ear? That's left.
Yeah, that's it.
Your left hand.
I'm
left-handed. I write with my left hand. That's what left is.
It's like... I've never seen someone do it, but it's absolute... I hate people that are like proud of being stupid for dumb things. Like, I say I'm dumb as fuck, as we've discussed. There's a lot of stupid things we do, and we'll have a laugh about them, but we're not laughing out of pride. We're laughing a little bit out of shame and being like, oh God, how stupid we are sometimes. I'm not like, oh man, I can't even name all the countries in Europe. I'm embarrassed by that. I travel to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good to be stupid. Stop being proud. And left, it's so basic. It's so basic.
Stupidity being celebrated is a real thing, isn't it? Mm. People like being ignorant. Like, like if, say, you put a picture of someone up, I think if you put a picture of Conor McGregor up, you and Conor McGregor, and you were getting a lot of attention off people because you were with Conor McGregor. Yeah. And then a comedian friend of ours come on and went, I don't even know who that is.
Why comment?
Why do you comment that? Like, if you don't know who it is, like, don't fucking celebrate your ignorance. Like, just that might not be your thing, so then just move on.
It's like people who are like, oh, I don't watch TV. Oh, cool. Oh, you're cool. What do you talk about, you fucking nerd? It doesn't make you cool not to... It's exactly what was your thing earlier about not joining in drinking games. Like, if you don't do something and you don't understand something, that's absolutely fine. Do not elevate yourself above people that do that fucking thing. Said the two people doing Muggle Corner.
Yeah, one thing I want to make really clear as well. If we have just rinsed you, if you do any of the things that we've said, we've just rinsed you. Give a fuck.
Aye.
It doesn't. We're not as passionate as we're talking.
It's all an act.
Yeah.
We do this in the bed while snuggling anyway. Yeah. Right, my final one.
Smuggling.
Smuggle snuggles with Muggins.
Good one.
Thank you.
That was a real good one. A nice soundbite. That'll be people's text alert.
Muggle snuggles with Muggins. That's really hard to say. Say it.
Muggle snuggles with Muggins.
Oh man,
piece of piss.
It rolls off the tongue. Loose lips. Muggles name their kids after themselves.
Oh, all Daves do that.
No.
Dave's called a kid Dave.
Dave's
I
not a
know
name
so
for a
many
baby.
Daves that
Imagine
have
it.
got
I've always like a baby Dave. You can't call a baby Dave.
David.
Who
It's
looks,
David for a while, isn't it?
Who looks at a baby, an adorable baby, and goes, Dave, this is a Dave.
I've heard funny we've got a baby called Barry.
Who's a baby Barry?
Baby Barry. Call him Barry. He's gotta be a proper bloke.
Is Barry short for anything?
Barry Tholomew.
No, it's Barry Tuffer.
Barry Stefan.
Aye.
So
Baby
Barry.
Aye, baby Brian.
Barry's crying because he wants some sweets. Colin, you can't play out. You're not gonna play out, Colin. The street lights are on.
Oh, sorry, Margaret always gets like this when she needs breastfed. Fucking baby.
Oh, it's your turn to bath, Keith.
Man, Sam, do you reckon those names you just get when you're like 18? I've never met a baby Dave. A baby Dave.
Because they're getting called David, though. That's the thing. They're getting called David as a baby. Baby David.
I'm gonna see if I ever meet a baby called Darren. Right, I'm just gonna call it Daz. Baby Dazza.
Dazza. Mad Darren. Mad Darren shits himself all the time. He's fucking built a Daz, man. You should see him on a session. Spews on his mum. Who spews on the mum in a session? This guy's a fucking legend, man. Dazza.
I should carry him home.
He's up all night crying. What a fucking legend. Fucking cot rash.
Right, so let's go through all those
Nappy rash.
things again. So get in the corner for 30 seconds if you're 30 seconds each for these things that you're guilty of. If you try and fill up the car with petrol to a nice round corner, you are a muggle. Get in the corner. If you buy VIP seats to the cinema, you sir, or milady, or one of the other ones, you are a muggle. If you name your kid after yourself, you and your baby go sit in the corner and you explain to your kid why you're a muggle and why they're doomed to be a muggle because they're being raised by a muggle. Yeah. And also, what were your three ones?
I done people that rise above drinking games.
Muggles.
If you announce your Facebook call.
You are a muggle.
And if you make an L with your hand and make a real point of not knowing what left is. I think the main point of that is if you celebrate your ignorance or dumbness. Yeah. It's cool to be ignorant, it's cool to be dumb. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm not proud.
Yeah, and he's not cool. Right, final game. Your dad jokes. I'll go first. Your dad hides behind the curtains with his feet sticking out during hide and seek. Can you hear him giggling?
I always pretend not to know where he is for a little while.
He's just to make him feel better. And just to get some peace.
Your dad voted Trump.
Your dad peeks during heads down, thumbs up.
What is that?
You never played head down, thumbs up?
I mean, I'm gonna.
Mate.
What is it?
Never played it in primary school.
Heads down, thumbs up.
Yeah, so
that's the way we like to focus.
Heads down, thumbs up. We used to play it in primary school all the time. So everyone, you get like two people go up to the blackboard, or the whiteboard, hashtag Trump's America, and everyone else puts their head down on the table, and you put your thumbs up. Hence why the game's called Heads Down, Thumbs Up. And then the two people, they go push down one person's thumb, and so I think it's like 3 or 4 people go, and you have to guess who, when they go back to the board, who was it that pushed your thumb down. And if you get it right, you get to be one of the thumb pushers.
Well, I don't understand how that game works, so I don't know if the listeners will if they've never played it.
It's proper. To all the Scots listening, I know you fucking played that game.
So we can't just play it just us?
Nah.
So we're going to knock on some doors in the hotel. Get everyone round.
Right, I'll explain, boys.
There's a reason I've brought you here.
Right, next one.
Your dad voted Brexit.
The background of your dad's phone is your mum in a Sunderland top.
Well, your dad's a Tory.
I beat your dad at chess once and he took his ball home.
Your dad voted no.
How
does character assassinate him? His political
he's at
beliefs.
home getting
Furious.
livid.
I'm not. All the things I've said about him.
He did vote no, though.
Well, did he?
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
So it should have
Is
been.
that what I meant? Yes.
Yeah.
I meant to say yes, didn't I? There's no Remain.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Remain.
Yeah, I think I meant to put yes.
Your dad tries to make snow angels in puddles. It's the neighbour's dog.
Your dad blows raspberries on his own belly.
He got his ribs removed so he could do it.
Kissed his neck as well. His jaw removed.
Your dad kicked the cat when your mum didn't cut the crust off his toast.
Well, she's got to learn. Your dad went on a booze cruise on his own.
Your dad kicked the cat when your mum didn't cut the crust off her fanny.
Oh, Linda. Your dad got caught having a strangle wank in his neighbour's skip.
Your dad takes a rubber duck into the shower.
Your dad still hasn't passed his driving test.
Your dad uncorks wine by sucking the top of the bottle.
Legend. Be fucking loved on the gay scene, that guy. Your dad drives a moped with L plates on his provisional license.
Your dad wears a shirt in the bath because he's embarrassed about his moobs.
Your dad declared himself bankrupt because of his Littlewood's catalogue bill.
That brings us to the end.
And we're just gonna
man, if we'd ended it there, I know we were talking about, if we'd ended it right there, then at that joke, that would have been bang on an hour.
Bang on an hour.
Bang on an hour, no seconds.
No.
We've got to go.
Sorry, guys.
We've got to go stand in the corner because we're upset about that.
Yep, this bit's fucking spoiled it. So yeah, go back into the world, into Trump's America.
All right, go back. We are on tour, you fucking sluts. Why not come see us?
Yeah, sure, plug my shit.
Today's so this comes out on Thursday, the 10th of November, where we will be in Kaunas, Lithuania. And then on the 11th of November, we will be in
Vilnius, Lithuania, with the wonderful Paulius, who's fucking great guy. And
fucking wait.
also asked what size t-shirts we wear, so I don't know what that is.
Let's get some Sunderland tops in.
Oh my god! So I told him I was medium, and I told him you were an XXS.
Yeah,
with an XXL neck.
Yeah. I thought I put my dick then.
Great little willy warmer.
So Lithuania is almost sold out. Please come along to that. And then our last of the European tour is on Saturday.
Helsinki, Finland.
Nope. The 12th of November, Helsinki, Finland, believe is almost sold out. Come along to that one. And then we'll be back in the UK, but we will probably have to record the podcast in Helsinki because we part each other's ways on Sunday.
I'm leaving you. Is this it?
I'm walking away.
Is this it? Oh, by the way, guys, tear your hearts open and bleed us a river because we're going to miss the Conor McGregor fight because we're in the air when Conor McGregor is fighting. We can talk about this on Saturday when we're sad. If you enjoy the podcast, give us positive feedback on all that fucking shit. We do appreciate your comments online, by the way, because they're very good. Some of them were good from Muggle Corner, and it's just nice to be pat on the back every now and again. Because we're coming up with Muggle Corners quite often. That the well is still pretty deep, I feel,
pretty deep.
But it is really good to have you guys chip in and tell us what you think's muggly.
Yeah, and we'll debate it. We will debate whether it's muggly or not. So please keep listening. Share the podcast. Get your friends to listen. We're enjoying it still, so we'll keep it up as long as you fucking muggles keep on listening.
As well, the ratings.
Yeah.
The woman who gave us a 1-star rating changed it to a 5-star.
Yeah.
And put on a little edit note saying, "I heard Kai was whinging like a bitch." About the rating.
You got fucking marked.
So I've changed it, but just know in my heart it's a 1. She fucking rinsed us. Love that woman.
Oh, you got wrecked. Right. Talk to you later, you sexy pieces of shit.